Hello everyone, this is Lou Hambruce. Here's another rendition of Things That Make Me Laugh Today. I was in the passenger seat today being driven down the street by my husband, and I caught a sight of 7 students waiting at the bus stop for a bus. I know they're students because on this particular street where we lived, it's very near the University of Victoria, so it's full of university students, and it is the hour where they start their afternoon classes, or just about to start their afternoon classes. And it was the most hilarious scene I've ever seen, people waiting at the bus stop. It made me laugh out loud. Okay, what I saw was that 7 of these people standing exactly the same distance apart from each other. Like lining up, 7 of them. I'm not kidding you. 7 of them lined up with exact same distance between them. And I stared in disbelief and had to tell my husband because, I was laughing hysterically. Yeah, you think that's funny too, don't you? Yeah. Actually, it just makes me laugh thinking back about it. I don't know why it makes me laugh at the time until I turned back and thought of people's comfort zones. And that's one of the topics that people get to when you talk about how to talk to people and how to communicate with people, is that up to a point you gotta understand people's comfort zone. I heard this story years ago in an international conference where they had a video made of the conference room afterwards, when people were just freely talking with each other, socializing and discussing business or whatnot. And what they found was that people who grew up in densely populated areas, in this case it was a Japanese businessman, would have a much smaller comfort zone than someone who grew up in a less densely populated area. In this example was an American businessman. So this Japanese businessman and this American businessman was talking, and the video caught this whole thing, this whole evening. And when you speed up the video, it looked like the Japanese businessman was chasing the American businessman all around the room, chasing him. And what happened was that because the Japanese businessman had a much smaller zone of comfort than the American businessman, so the Japanese businessman would get close to the American businessman in a way that he's comfortable, which is too close for the for the American businessman, who would step away. And then the Japanese businessman would gradually be talking and getting closer again, and then this happens throughout the night and they dance. And that's pretty interesting story, I thought, when I first read it, and that's why I still remember it. And that's a good demonstration of the comfort zone, so, and then the international differences. And the reason this hilarious scene at the bus stop triggered this memory, this fun story, was also because of it was because of the exact representation of comfort zone that it presented to us. It was literally the distance between any of these 7 people, which are exactly the same, amazingly, was about between any 2 people was about the distance where, say, a really friendly people, you put in about another 3 people in between them. So I would consider that's a pretty Canadian kind of comfort zone, or North American or whatnot. I think the Canadians do have a little bit of a larger distance as a comfort zone than the Americans, because we are a lot less populated in most of the areas. But the point was that it was so exact, you couldn't miss it, and it made me think about comfort zones. And that's something we probably want to remember and think about when we talk to people as well. But mostly it's also to let us remember there's cultural differences and things like that could come down to, you know, how close you like to stand to someone. Like if you notice the old shows, the black and whites or, you know, old school shows, you will notice that people stood a lot closer to each other than, you know, in real life. And I wonder what that was. That, you know, maybe even time and eras produce a different comfort zone as well. Yeah, that's something to ponder, eh? Anyways, so this is something that made me laugh today. 7 students standing at the bus stop, like the 7 dwarves, standing exactly the same distance apart. I bet maybe the first 4 started and the last 3 just filed right in. Anyways, well, I hope this amused you as well and made you think. And if you like to see more of these videos, please comment below. And if you like this video, please click on that as or like, you know, any sort of thumbs up kind of thing. And I'll make more of them. And hopefully we can all laugh together and share our fun experiences. All right. See you next time for something that make me laugh today. Oh, I'm still laughing. See, laughter is contagious. Hopefully you have a good day. Peace.